Okay, yeah. We can start. Let's others join, Nancy, and even recording also start.
Okay. That's what I
So
was about to ask. Do we have class today?
class will be there only once, right? That's a mandate one. I went yesterday. Uh, so we'll focus more on alerts, right? Like a real time, how alerts will be helpful, and what type of alerts we have, and so what is the importance? Why we need alert, right? As observability. And last class also we just started, and I will explain. Like we'll more concentrate on theory and basic like alert creation. And tomorrow I will dig deeper into the alert concepts, right? What type of alerts, and cron job also will check, and scheduled alerts and cron job alerts, and like a different way, different flavors we can like validate tomorrow. And I am preparing one like notes with all the Splunk queries which we have discussed, and I even added a couple of more with the clear details. I will share after like 1 or 2 days, so that it will be helpful wherever you go, right? It will be right kind of notes, right? You can review
Is
and
recording started for today's class?
yes, recording started.
Okay.
Oh. So that's Jansi, right? That is the main motto. And once this right, we will go to authentication and user addition. So there is a different high level classes, but this is the basic. Have you created any dashboards, Jansi? You asked, right? I think a drop down you were experimenting, and we have gone through clear drop down on Friday.
Yeah.
So you only asked, right? In chart, I could see someone asked on
I
drop
think,
down.
yeah, Lakshmi or someone.
Yeah. So have you tried this dashboard creation in Splunk?
Yes, yes, Abdul. I did create
Uh,
that. But I have some doubts in selecting the options. If that okay, I
um,
can share my screen and I can try that
you can
one.
share. You can share. Like yeah, we'll discuss. No issues.
Yeah.
If I know, I will tell. Also, we'll discuss tomorrow as well. I will note it down, and we'll try to clear your queries. No issues, Jansi. But now, right? Like my main focus is concept, right? Like I think you are able to understand what dashboards and what actually Splunk is, how Splunk is important, right? Like these many days. The queries,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
as I said, the dashboards and the queries, right? Not these things, right? It is totally depends on the requirement we have, and the totally based on the work we will do. So it is different from like a different company and a different role
Yeah.
we play. Yeah. Okay,
Within the
hi.
dashboards, are we adding any drill downs also?
Any
Drill downs.
drill down in Splunk? Are you saying in drill down?
In Splunk only. After creating a dashboard, if we click on one value from the Splunk which was displaying in our dashboard, if you click on that, another window will open with the more information.
Can you are you sharing your screen, Jansi? I'm not
Not yet.
seeing.
Not yet. I'm about to. Hi, Hemant.
Hi, Hemant.
Hi Abdul. Hi Johnson. Good morning all.
Good morning.
Good morning. We just started, and we were discussing about today. I will explain more theory part on alert, and tomorrow we will dig deeper on the alert practical. Like we'll create more alerts. So dashboards. Have you practiced any dashboards, Hemant? Did you get a chance to check?
Yes, Abdul. A little bit I tried.
Okay, yeah. Practice, and try other fields also. I just given very high level, but if you can understand the concept, right, then based on requirement, you can create any type of dashboard. Concept is main important.
No.
Okay, you are asking about drill down, Jansi.
Yes, Abdul.
In dashboards, that is, or normally Splunk?
In Splunk only, I'm asking for drill downs. In dashboards, no, in dashboards, let me.
Drill down we discussed, right? Like a couple of time back, we will fetch first results. The pi symbol will be the like one where we can write multiple queries, and here, if you see, you can get you can select all time, Jansi. You selected only 24 hours, right? That's why it is not giving sometimes. Yes. Count status, right? So this is one, I think you asked, or else you can go with events and you can write multiple queries here. Okay, you are adding dashboard. Yeah, you can add to dashboard.
Yes.
So yes,
Maybe
yes.
she was trying to say we have hierarchies like region, after that country, after that state, something like that. Say I have created a dashboard. Say pie chart I created, which shows all regions, SAM, APAC, EMEA, whatever region. I click on EMEA region, I can see only EMEA related countries data in next report or next widget, something like that. Maybe links she was expecting from one to another.
Yes, that's what. Yeah.
It won't come like.
Yeah, here I'm asking if these are the hyperlink, if we use any drill down here.
Here we can only open in search we can do. That is the only one we can do. I don't think we can put hyperlinks in these dashboards. But whenever you want to see the results in events, right? Like you just shown in below the search query, we can click and it will show the against search query, not from here. So can you you can hover over right in below, like you have created this dashboard and you want to drill down something, right?
Yes, yeah.
You don't know like anything and you are just seeing here. And if you want to go to the events, right? Here you can hover over below. Like you can see three options. You
Here
can't just below you just next, right? You can see three options there: search and help and something. Correct. Here, right? Like whenever you want to drill down, right? You can click on the search. Yeah, can you click on that open in search? Not here. Below. So, like if you have been given the dashboard to you and you want to drill down, right? You can click on that search. Should navigate to the Splunk query, which you have used here. Have you clicked Jansi? Click on the search icon, right? You could see some Google type of
here,
search.
yeah.
No, not below. very below. Down you have next, right? Now just now
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go over. Right? Yeah. Else I will show you. So yeah, like drilling down in Splunk
You're telling about here?
below 1 2 3 numbers. If you hover over there, yeah, beside there is a search icon, right? Open
Yes.
in search. Yeah, click on that.
Yeah, if you are
Open in search.
clicking on open this one, then again another page will be opening.
Click on open in search. No, no, it won't open in
Yeah,
search.
this is what another window was opening here. See, open in search.
Open in search. It should give the Splunk query.
Yeah, here it is.
Right, I could see only one page. I think you shared only single page. That's why it is giving. So right, like you can't drill down specifically from dashboard, but if you feel right, something I can validate from dashboard, you can uh, like go from there. Let me show you. Good question. Right, sometimes we even don't know, right, what dashboards we are seeing. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Hmm. I understood. Like, yeah, drilling down like would not be possible, but this way, even we used to do similar kind of thing.
From summary to detail, something like that.
I will tell you. Are you able to see my screen? One
Not it.
second, one second. No, no, one second. I am sharing in the screen. Hope you are able to see right now.
Not it, Abdul.
No, no, I didn't share anything here. Okay, it is not giving sharing option. It should be. Are you able to see now?
Yes, yes.
So I understood, right? Some, for example, 503 errors, right? You have been given this dashboard and you could see some 3000 errors, right? Nothing is there. Like if I can't click here and I can't click here and you don't know what actually here, right? So there is a like when you hover over here, you can see this one, and you can, when you click on this, right, it will give to the Splunk query, whatever we are using. So here we can check, see, this is fast mode. That's why it is not giving anything. I told you, right? Like there are three types of mode: fast modes, smart mode, and verbose mode. So whenever we click on here as a report purpose, we can see this one. But whenever we drill down, right, we need to click on always verbose. Verbose will give the events. So from here you can check, right, whatever drilling down you can do from here. But it would not be possible by clicking here. I never experienced such kind of thing, but I will explore if we can. But no, in here, any, not only here in Datadog as well, we will be navigating to the query results, not like, but filter are in Datadog, we will have some filters. No, in dashboard, again, like they Datadog, like we do have some traces where we can visualize those traces in one place. But here, whenever we want to do, right, this is more log and monitoring purpose, right? We can go here and we can check what is the host and what is the source type and action and whatever the drilling down, right, we can create here. Even we can edit the dashboard if we have permission, and even we can clone, right, if you want to create similar kind of dashboard, right, you can go and you can clone the dashboard as well. So in this way we can drill down, Jansi. So this, I don't know, like whenever you see here also you can do this way. View events you can do. Even exclude events from this, and a new search you can do. All those stuff you can
No,
do.
if we go to dashboard and add panels from there, that I'm
No,
asking that.
that won't be possible. As per as I don't know, like this would not be possible. Like this count only, right? If I am highlighting that hyperlink here, I can navigate this 503 address from here itself. You are saying, right? Not only 503, whatever the links. No, it would not be possible from here. But I will explore. I never experienced such kind of, like, whenever we used to see, right? Like no, this one. It's a different
I
one.
think,
If you are able to find, like, you can.
yeah, let me share the link
Yeah.
here in our chat. This one I'm asking. Yeah, there we can see that option.
That's what, right? Even for this, see, it will navigate again to our Splunk search only, events only. So that is what I am checking. This is bit higher concept. We'll check.
Okay.
So the drill down, right? I think we need to, like, configure drill down. It won't defaultly coming here. So we'll check how whether we can configure that our subscription or not, and how we can do that.
And where we can see the drop downs or multi selects here from the dashboard.
We have created this one, you are saying multi.
Yes.
So this is tokenized way, like whatever the token we can do, but it's not the token and selection criteria. And, like, how it is coming, right? We
Okay.
have given the tokenization, right?
Yeah, if you
Because
have
of that, it
country and
is.
city, if you have country and city, if we want to add some zip code or pin, we can edit and one more drop down I'm asking.
First, we need to understand the data. Then, like for this country and the city, yeah, we can add one more drop down. Yes.
Okay.
Just try from your end. Let's see
Okay.
if you face any issues. And yeah, you can play the data with this, right? Mostly, like whatever the thing, right? It is totally based on this one, Jansi, right? The tokens, right? Which you are giving. And we need to pass like whatever we want, and we will run this query. And here you can put, I think, I need to explore that part, but try. Yeah, that is the good thing, right? You can add in zip codes or postal codes or like some other combination things, and you can check. But we need to understand the data as well, like
Okay.
what data we have. So based on that, we can do that. We can see this thing. So totally, it is like junior. Okay, we'll validate that, and we'll type CSV it is giving, right? So this one we need to check whether we can fetch these details, and then only we can do that. Connect these fields, like whether we can connect these three. Like for example, if I search with this, right? Top value by times. Just giving this what I intended. So, Jansi, you can try this, right? What three dashboards, right? Like I want this client IP is like time, the client IP value. So time you can take in drop down. Whenever you select this drop down, right, it should display total count of IPs for the day. And like for that action also, try to put it in that drill down. So what we need to do, right? If I select this action purchase, right, like it should come all the actions in one another drop down. Like if I give this core query, and there are five actions, right? Purchase, view, add to cart, and change quantity, remove. Like if I click on remove quantity, right, it should give the date and IPs as well. Like try the dashboard, and one dashboard will should contain top 5 IPs. You can use this top count, and you can use this one and try to do the dashboard. Like let's see if you face any issues, we'll check.
Okay.
Client type is 12, I could see. Yeah, we'll go more on now today on this alert part. what is the importance of alerts, right? And so we'll discuss these things, and these are the core things. Like before starting with alerts, right? Yeah, dashboards we can do based on our requirement, and we'll explore and we'll check how much we can do. But you can add and you can connect to multiple dashboards so that we'll see. So all so to real time dashboard we discussed a lot, right? Like there are multiple dashboards. As I said, performance report is one dashboard, and we can schedule this dashboard as a alert, like report also. Like see, we can schedule this report and we can use in alerts as well. So main concept this Splunk queries, and once we are able to write this Splunk queries, right? So you can create the dashboards, and once you are able to create the dashboard, right? Like we'll try to send the dashboard, like not dashboard, like we can create the alerts also. Like what type of alerts we have? Why alerts are important, guys? Right? Why? I think on the same question I have asked on Friday, right? So why alerts are very much important? If there is no alerts, what would happen? If there is an alert, what will it will beneficial for us? So as I said, right, observability and whatever we are doing here, totally on proactive monitoring, right? We have reactive monitoring, proactive monitoring. So reactive monitoring, right? Like a customer is reporting, hey, Abdul, something going in wrong, like inside, I am unable to check out the bag. Can you check whether the system is working fine or not? Someone is reporting and I am reacting, right? That is reactive monitoring. And what is proactive monitoring? Like whatever we are creating the dashboards and creating the alert. If I created an alert, right, like what it will give, it will notify before my system goes down. So what type of alerts, like on what basis these alerts will be, right? There are some quantifying metrics, right? There is a CPU, like there is some CPU, like whenever it goes 100%, so the customer is unable to access our site. This is very much important. And the memory also, right? Sometime whatever the memory, right, disk full error messages. Logs also will play key role, guys. Like one of the real time example I was saying. So whatever the logs rolling to that your server, right? So you should make sure the logs will be very much optimized. Logs, right? So whatever the application we hosted on .NET or Java, like everything will be logging on some of the like storage, some area. So like when we go for cloud, right, it will give some space as well for logs, like 5 GB, 100 GB. And if it cross the data, right, so immediately our application will goes down. So we should make sure whatever the data we are sending to our application, it should be accurate. And the logs also, we should put some alert mechanism, or else we should monitor those size of the disk space errors. You could see, right? I think in Unix or wherever we can put that disk space alerts in Splunk as well, if we are able to see the events. Like if the disk is like reaching out to 70% full, then alert me, right? Immediately, like disk full alerts we will get. And even we can do some activities as well, like in advanced way. If we are able to connect to those Unix machine, and we can execute some commands as well to clean up the disk. So that is one example. And sometimes customer will report, and we will check like unable to add to bag, right? That is critical one. Customer is trying to add to bag, but he was populating with error. Like for it's one or two customer is fine at the time, like hundreds of customers are facing that issue. And or else like your traffic is 1 lakh and 100 customers events, you could see, right, they are unable to add to the bag. Then like you can put like whenever add to bag alert, whenever customer is facing any issue with the bag, right? Trigger me an alert. Like you can create that alert, and whenever you see that alert, right, the priority also very much important. Like these are key things. Whenever you are saying some alert, right, first thing is you should understand the concept, and you should understand, you should predict the errors, right? What errors we might see, right? Like for my application, like if I am building any banking application, I should know like what are the key transactions or key thing my application will have, right? Like customer is transferring the amount, and he's unable to transfer the amount, right? And adding new user, and like using ATM like this. I'm just giving some sample basic examples, but this will be or will not be. But I'm just giving in a generic way, like what type of items we need to consider before creating the alert. So you can't create blindly, right? Like I want 503 errors. What I am doing, like some my manager asked, "Hey Abdul, why don't you give alert trigger alert whenever you see these 503 errors, right?" So I'm just coming here and I'm running the 503 command, and I am like sending this mail to my email box. Is it helpful for like creating alerts like that? No, I can create an alert by following some steps, but creating alert is not our final goal. We should understand why we need to create an alert and what it will impact, like how much impact also, right? For 504, if you are putting 100 events, 504 is system down, 503 and network glitches, 500, like that is backend failure errors, 404 resource not found. Like there are thousands of 404 errors will come to your site. But if you put the threshold like one event also, if you are triggering the alert, then your mailbox will be full, and you can't like take any action, right? And I said, right, the actionable and non-actionable alerts also very much important. So even like if you come across on any requirement to create an alert, right, make sure you should know the actionable alert as well as non-actionable alerts as well. So what actionable alerts and what non-actionable alerts means, like actionable alerts, right? You should take some action, right? Those are critical alerts. Whenever you see some like unable to add to bag, like unable to check out, unable to place an order, like place an order is a critical, right? Like if you are seeing one event of unable to place an order, right, you should trigger an alert immediately, even for one event itself. And you should define the actions also. You can put the actions in the mail itself. Go to the some order status server and validate the below query, which will give impacted adders. And then like mitigate something like this, right? Whenever you see this kind of alerts, and business will expect to respond with our analysis. So yeah, you can see this one, you can check, yeah, this alert have been triggered because of that, like because of the one of the pod went to bad state, or else some change have been happened and we are reverting the changes. So actionable alert, right? You should take some action immediately. Non-actionable alert, right? I am creating this 503 errors, and I am sending a report. Like you can send that report as an alert as well. Like 503 errors report for last 1 week. So like you can see like 300, 400. Immediately you won't take that an action. You can see, yeah, I could see huge errors, right? Then I will validate what actually going on like that. So that is non-actionable alert reports and like mails. So alert will trigger, but you can't do like any action. So I have quantified this one. So this alerts, like why it will be for real-time monitoring of your data, allowing you to stay informed about important events as they happen. As I said, right, like a basic example of orders. Like we can monitor the orders as a real-time orders. Even we, if we have this log, right, order placed successfully kind of thing. Like if you are able to see, no, I don't have this one, but if your application have the thing, right, order placed successfully with order number, like something, if you are able to fetch the records with this, right, like if you see this each and every event, we could see the log, and we are capturing in the dashboard. Like even if we see these events are very less or some any errors, right, so then immediately we will trigger an alert and something is happening our real time orders, and we will validate what actually going on, any errors is coming. This is the proactive monitoring. So real time data, even if you are watching some IPL, right, you can check real time data, like you are the real time, the cricketer is score, the cricket score is 150, and if you are able to see only 50 or 40 in your like portal or app, right, that is not a good thing, right. And these alerts will give some real time data, and we can act immediately and customize the criteria. So that's what, right? Just now I discussed, you can define your criteria as well. Like whenever uh, my orders below 10 for half an hour, like 30 minutes, just trigger an alert. Like our orders, right? For every 30 minutes, I could see 100 orders in my site. Like if in below 30, I should see that alert. And for any example error, right, unable to check out. If I see the events more than 30, this is totally, it's based on customer criteria, like a customizable criteria, whatever the criteria we want, right, we can define. Search queries, right, like whatever, as I said, right, here we can search these queries and we can put an alert, like we can say this 503 error alert itself, right? Like whenever I could see this, I can put it an alert, and I can give some notification mechanism, or else there are multiple flavors we can use that alert, and we can trigger that alert accordingly. Threshold, right? This is main important. Whenever you are seeing not only Splunk, whenever you are come across with any alert kind of thing, right? What is the limit? For each and every event, I can't schedule an alert, right? For example, 404 errors. Like if I see 500 greater than 500 404 errors, then please trigger an alert. So what is the threshold here? 500, right? Like I'm giving some quantifying metrics. Like if it is crossed this one, and trigger that alert. Like an alert can be configured with the threshold, such as numeric value or text patterns, or trigger notification when criteria conditions are met. So this is very important. Not only this, like in orders also we can put add to bag errors also we can put, and it is totally based on the threshold. Response time also I can put an alert. Like a threshold will be the 3 seconds. Try to understand what actually threshold, right? Whenever you are creating one dashboard, or like whenever you are creating your application microservices environment, right, like I'm searching for the product, like what the business will say, like searching the product. So this is real time example, guys. Like business will say, Abdul, my search will should give within 3 seconds. And what I will do, I will write a query for that search, and I will create an alert threshold. Whenever it is goes beyond this 3 seconds, right, trigger an alert. That is a distro. Trigger an alert, right? This alert will be mostly on like email part. or else you can give some number and you can even WhatsApp this alerts. Different flavors we will have. Mostly in mail will be the best part. Schedule alert, right? Like even I know this, like I need to validate 503 errors or else 404 errors or else exceptions as well. Like every week I should like validate those errors and send a report. This schedule alerts, right? User can schedule alerts to run specific internal, ensuring continuous monitoring of data even they are not actively analyzing. Like Saturday, Sunday, right? We won't do any monitoring. Then I can put some. I can schedule this alert every Monday morning. Generate this report with this Splunk query, and I will validate like how many some unable to add back. Or else unable to delete item kind of errors are coming, and I can take appropriate action. Real-time notification also, as we discussed, right? Alert can trigger real-time via email and channel, like any critical event. Like for example, customer will ask you, hey, I want the critical issues to become on my email box. I don't want to. Someone needs to be reported. I even will monitor, right? Then the real-time notification also we can do. And this one integration also very much important. Why integration is important? The Splunk, right? Even not only Splunk, even if you see Azure, even AWS, and even uh, so like you even you can integrate external system, right? What external system? Jira we have ticketing tool, ServiceNow we have, right? So whenever any error occurs, like any alert triggered, just to create an incident. This is also very much important. Even someone asked you as part of your deliverables, right? What improvement we can do for our alerts, right? It is keep on growing, and we are not taking any actions for some of the alerts, right? Then you can suggest these things, whenever this alert trigger, create an incident. Whenever alert trigger, create an a Jira. So you can integrate those alerts with, like, it is very advanced concept, but we can do this one. Actionable insight, right? As I said, alerts provided by actionable insights by highlighting important events or anomalies with your data. Enabling swift action, like if you are mentioning actionable, right? Swift decision making and problem resolution. So this is important. Mean time to detect, mean time to resolution. Most of the time what we will do, like we will detect immediately something is going wrong, and because of this it is applying. So mean time to resolution, right? We should fix that issue between some stipulated time, whatever the time we can fix, right? In that. So actionable alerts, right? Whenever you see unable to add to bag, unable to place an order, unable to search the product, like one some of the products, right? If you see if you feel this kind of alerts, we need to take immediate action. You can do that as an actionable alerts. There won't be any field like all these things, like all actionable alerts, threshold, all those things. It is practice, right? While we are creating this one. So in this document I will share you, and main things, anomaly detection also very much important. So Splunk can automatically detect anomalies in data. This is my machine learning ways, but this will also anomaly, right? Anomaly is something going in the bad, right? So this is also very much important. This is a new term, anomaly, and the prediction, all those things, right? So whenever you are seeing some pattern in last 6 days or like the last 6 months, and only today you are able to see some spike on that pattern, right? Then that is something anomaly is going on. Like as I said, right? Getting more orders also sometimes it is bad, because some other people will utilize that. So anomaly detection, right? Splunk can automatically detect anomalies in data and trigger alerts based on the deviation from normal behavior, helping identity and potential security threats or operational issues. Like if I say, right, in the last couple of classes, I explained, right, whenever the traffic, my traffic is 100 requests, like 100 users are accessing my site, all of a sudden 500 users I could see, right, on same day, then there is some anomalies going on, and immediately we will take some action, and we will perform whatever the escalation also. So we can escalate to different stakeholders, like we can add top priority items in the manager, and later some user groups and some like that alert actions. So whenever you see something, right, you can do like you can run the script and automated response through integration with other systems. So like there are some of the options, like if you have provision, if you are able to do some like logging into server and clearing the some cache, right, even you can do, but that is very advanced concept. No one will dare to do that, but only couple of, if you are saying, right, that's the non-important server, but at the same time you don't want all the data to be held in that. Then whenever you are seeing such kind of alert, right, you can trigger some activity where it will try to connect and it will close. These alerts can be integrated with the dashboards. The dashboard is nothing but whatever the report we have created, so that we can set, and historical analysis also. Pattern, I said, right, most of the side, like whenever trend or patterns, like you can check. Today I could see 550 products in my site. Like customer asked, like something is going on with this product, then immediately what you will see, you can check for 3 days, and you can check for a week, you can check for 1 month, right? So this is the historical analysis, and you can validate accordingly. And the compliance monitoring, sometimes we have GDPR complaints, and if we see some logs which is violating the regulatory requirements, right, immediately we will trigger some alert. And this is basic concept, right, continuous improvement. So mostly this will give proactive monitoring, and like what the continuous improvement, right, based on the fixes we came to know our application is lagging here, and you are going to fix that in next release based on the priority and bandwidth, right? So like likewise you are seeing an alert, sometimes some basic validation you can perform at the UI side, but you are sending all the details to backend, where backend is exhausting by getting that much of details, right? And then you will suggest, why don't we access validate at UI side? Why it needs to be come to backend, right? In that way, you can propose some fix, and like development team will fix. And this Splunk is helping here the continuous improvement, right? By seeing the logs only, you are explaining developer to do some enhancement. So go through this, like the first part, some of the terminologies will be very hard to understand, like thresholds and integrations and actionable alerts and threshold violations, event correlation, uh, like patterns, all those things, right? Correlation ID. Like whenever you see some issue with this, so pattern relationship across data sources and trigger alerts accordingly. Whenever this is same example. Like if I see some patterns on that, right? Like a high number of add to back, high number of place orders, all those things, you can check and you can trigger alert accordingly. So these are the key concepts. Tomorrow we will go through by creating some more and more alerts, and we'll try to create some report and cron expressions, just to go through and try to understand what actually cron expressions are, and based on that we can do more. Have you created any alerts in your experience? Not only here, not only Splunk, any application, have you people created any alerts? Hemant, Jan? Hope you are
So,
able to understand, right, what actually alerts are and why those are important in like the software industry at least, and what type of alerts we can create, and even, right, as I said, I can give one example. But we got one project in my previous experience where earlier days, like not earlier days, when I joined, I could see 700 alerts. 700 alerts have been created, and they are keep on triggering, keep on triggering. Like if you are working in support team, your inbox will be bombarded with alerts only. So don't know like which is actionable alert and which is non-actionable alert, and the business is coming. Why it didn't caught an alert? Then like we used to check, yeah, it's already triggered, but we overlooked that alert. So then we took this as an exercise and we divided actionable alerts and non-actionable alerts, and even duplicate alert, and like sometimes some development purpose, some people will create an alert and they will forget. Those alerts also will trigger. So we divided that part, and what we reduced, right, from 700 to we put only 60. Even I was part of the team, and we created only 60 actionable alerts, and we educated each and every team member, like whenever you come across this alert, please follow this step. So that is the one alert part. And try to understand more and more, and connect with these your real time examples also, and your real time experience also, right. As part of your experience, you might have come across this type of alerts, and what type of alerts, and whether you have been taken any action or not, and who has taken that action, like what is the priority and what is the threshold. These things you should know, and you need to take appropriate action based on the alert. Yeah, this is core theory. Tomorrow we will discuss more on alert, and we will create some notification based on the like events we have. Yeah, that's it for today's class. I will share this document and go through this and try to understand more. Hope you were able to follow me, right? Or else it's out of scope. Creating the alerts as much as important, understanding behind the scene, like a customer is asking, hey Abdul, why don't you create alert for this? You should not create immediately, like you should tell what for which action you are sometimes customer will ask, right, I want each and every alert for each and every product, like they will give one product and they will ask us to create an alert based on the purchases, right. So if this product is only 10 purchases per day, please trigger an alert. So you should understand whether it is a reasonable, and like sometimes there will be zero products also, right. So, and one more best thing, and you need to understand, creating alert is that much of important. Disabling the alert sometimes some downtime, like there will be some expected downtime, where else there will be expected outage, right. Like your application is going some maintenance. So if you are not disabling the alerts, and if your application is having 500 alerts, right, yeah, like next day once you see email, entire email box will like pump up with that alerts, and you can't do anything. You need to do manual deletion for that. During the time, make sure you should disable proper alerts, so it should not trigger whenever there is a downtime or maintenance, right. So if it is triggering during downtime as well, right, then definitely, like we put alert for 500 error, we put alert for 5 3 errors, right. whenever the system is going for deployments, whenever system is going for outages, right? Definitely you will come across with a lot of 500 errors, and you will be end up with nothing. So the disabling alert, make sure you should disable the alerts for any maintenance activity, any downtime, and we should enable back those alerts once that activity completed. And that I didn't cover in the notes, but that is also very much important. Okay, thanks, Hemant, Jansi.